first thing we do is to start the chiller and just turn it on, and that's all you have to do. And make sure this emergency stop is not depressed. And one other thing is that the key has to be in the on position, which is vertical. If it's turned sideways, that means please turn off. But we usually do that. Okay, so and then main switch is this a green 1 button. Okay, and then wait for a while. All right, and then these 2 lamps come on, and then we have to turn on the high voltage. To do that, you turn this clockwise about 45 degrees. Hold it until you hear the relay click in, and then this red button turns into orange. That's ready for the hardware, and we'll come over here and control alt delete, I guess, and password. Password is written right here. First of all, we open this program called D8 Tools. Okay, and then online status, and then we'll refresh the information by clicking this icon right here. All right, it's getting the information. And important thing, couple of things. First of all, make sure the XRD generator is at 20 kV 5 milliamps. This is the standby position. We do the measurements at 40, but when you turn on, initially it goes to the standard. Okay, and then rest of them, what's important is that these numbers do not have the like dash lines after the decimal point. So this has a decimal point to 4 points, 3 points. So these are okay. So it means that all the drives doesn't need to be reset. So after confirming that, the warning lamp is on all the time, but that is just a setting we have. So that's okay. All right, close that. And then we're gonna open the folder called the frames. Then 2021, and you have your own. Okay, this is mine, and then I'll create the new folder here. All right, today is 8/13?
12.
12. Oh, tomorrow's my birthday.
Oh, really?
Forgot about that.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna call it Frank because that's his sample, but. Okay, and then we'll get the address for this thing, copy, because we're going to use it in the program, and we can close that. And then the program to collect the data is called a GADS, G-A-D-D-S. So double click that to start. It takes time. Okay, so this asks when you want to go to the 40 kV 40 milliamps, and you just say yes. And this value will turn white. That means it went to 40. Okay, and so first thing we do is to do the project, new, today's new project. And working directory is where we made a copy, so we just paste it. And sample name, we call it Frank. Or Paracel, but we go Frank today. And you can put the sample information, we can put the more than one sample, so you can put a bunch of them in here. But okay, so you just say okay, and save current configuration, just yes. All right. And next thing we want to do, make sure that go to edit, configure, user settings, and check these values. These should be currently 19.85 centimeter and X center is 1043.5 and the Y center is 1032.6. And every time a new engineer comes, this value changes, and the guy's coming in a couple of weeks, so it might change. But okay, so we just say okay, everything was fine. And next thing we do is to actually, I'm going to show you something. Goniometer and generator. So this will tell you it's at the 40 kV, 40 milliamp. It's also indicated here, but sometimes this indicates 40, but this is somehow accidentally shuts off. So if you don't see any data coming on being collected, photons collected, that's where you should check, and it might say 00. To open this is a lead glass and radiation is shielded, and shutter is closed. When you see that green lamp on, it means that X-ray shutter is off, so it's not X-ray is not coming out. But to open this, we have to press this green rectangle button, and then pull this out. And okay, this one is I have to take this off using Allen wrench. Okay, it's not this one. All right. Yeah, every time an engineer comes, they like to tighten this thing up, but we are lazy, so this will tell you that. Okay, then take this off, and this is the standard corundum, which is Al2O3 or sapphire, the same thing. And we use this kind of a holder to mount the powders. Let's show. All right. You don't need too much. That could be overkill, actually. And you want to make sure this thing is flat on the top. So this arrow goes in the front, so this will turn this way, and then it matches right here. All right, and we'll put the screw in there just to be sure. If you are doing this kind of rotation, then you should have definitely have a screw on, and the powder may fall off in that case. Okay, so then we're gonna pick that area using a video camera. So for that, you go to collect, scan, pick targets. Where is that? Right here. Okay. And then you just say yes, and okay, and then okay. But before that, I should have opened the camera, which is this vernacular looking thing, video. Okay, so I'm gonna move this away a little bit, and we gotta use this remote control to do that. First, Shift F1 to take the control from the keyboard to this remote, and only use 5, 6, and 7. Okay, 5. When you press 5, it moves X. When I press 6, it moves Y. And then 7 will be Z, up and down. So first, come over and look at it, and if you can see, I mean, there's a laser in there. You can see the red. So I'm going to select 5, which is X drive, and move this thing this way. Okay, you see the laser shining there? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, and then now Y. So now you can see the laser. Okay, and check the spot, the laser spot. So laser spot is too low. That means we gotta bring the Z up. So press 7 and up. So you gotta be careful. Z can be only moved, I think, minus 1.5 to plus 2.5, or minus 1 to plus 2, or something like that. So the range is very small. So it's listed over here. So please check if you are not confident about it. So now we'll close this. And we only had measure today. We only do the one measurement spot. But so here, click on this side, hit the enter. Oh, sorry, escape, not enter. And then it will ask you want to let go of this spot, and just say yes. And do you want to go select more points? So we can put like 10 different points. You have like 10 different top samples. You can do this, like 12 even. And today, if you have more samples, you say yes. But today we only have one, so we just say no. So, and then you go collect, scan, edit targets. So this is the position I put them in, X, Y, and Z. So you only have 1 point. That's good. All right. So now I can close the video, or you can leave it on and just don't change any. Okay, now we're gonna set the measurement conditions. All right. Scan. Usually you can do the single run, but I usually do multi-targets. Okay. So frame number is 3. So like it means X. Okay. Theta 1 is the angle of the X-ray source. So that's the angle of the theta 1. And this side, the detector angle is theta 2. Okay. So two of them together is 2 theta. Right? So we're going to start theta 1, 10, and 10. Phi is the rotation this way. Psi is this way. And these are 0 today. And for normal operation, we call that theta scan. The scan axis should be coupled. The flame width is 1225. That means that these are going to move half the angle of this, 12.5 and 12.5. 2 put together, that's 2. Okay, here, Frank powder. Okay, and maximum display for short runs, we can go, only 7. For larger runs, the longer runs, you can go like 60 or something, or whatever the number, 63, yeah. But anyway, for today, we're gonna run it maybe 3 minutes each for a demo. Okay, but before you do that, I want you to enter like 3 seconds and make sure these things will go through proper angles. So for this, initial theta 1 and theta 2 will be 10 and 10. Second one will be 22.5 and 22.5. And then third set will be 35 and 35. So we want to make sure it does that. And you can even have the sample holder rotate, or even the oscillate, amplitude. You can make it move in X, Y. But today we're not going to do that. No rotation or no. You can have a move even in the Z direction. But we're not going to do that today. So, but everything looks good. And we're going to hit the OK. And then there's some kind of error message come on, but don't worry about that. But what you want first time is, especially after you hit OK, you come over here and observe. For some reason, this start going up that way, you hit this emergency stop. But it won't happen probably. But anyway, so we just say OK. All right, went down. Good. Okay, and then this will open 3 seconds. It's more than 3 seconds. So when you have those 2 red lamps, that means the X-ray shutter is open. So don't try to open this. All right, that's the second. That looks like a 22.5 and 22.5. And then that's the 35 and 35. So if you have 2 sets, make sure the second set will go down. Okay, maybe I should have done the 2 points. But anyway, so this looks good. So just say okay. So now I go to collect, scan, multi-targets, and increase the number to today maybe 3 minutes each for the demo. And just say okay. And then it's going to ask me whether you want to overwrite this or not, probably, hopefully. Yeah, you just say yes, overwrite. So here, now you start seeing collecting X-rays. It give you this. You just say okay. And then you go, you're done, you just say exit. I'm not going to do it today, but, and then you just say a couple times yes, yes. And it goes down to the 20 kV, 5 milliamps. And then come over here, and then now turn the high voltage off by turning this counterclockwise. You don't have to hold it, you just do it once. And then this will go back to green and red. And then after that, you can hit the 0 to shut the whole thing off. And then you come over here and turn the chiller off. Yeah. And that's it for the hardware operation.